So it was a little bit challenging, but I think we tried to capture some nuggets. So we talked about how most communities struggle with power and privilege dynamics across the globe. Engaging in a model that, creating a model that engaged most impacted and most privileged to address problems, focusing on sustainability and shifting existing and minimum resources. Part of the grant will cover replication and seed costs, and then perhaps bringing folks also from other communities here. Starting out with sister cities model, where we're identifying similar communities like Seattle and St. Louis, but then move to sister cities in a global level, tying in UN goals with the grant, creating a refugee models. We talked about like how the incoming increase on refugee due to global warming impact, creating multicultural and welcoming spaces. So how do we also setting and priming our communities to be welcoming spaces for folks from different places, and in the context of the encounter, we usually talk about folks from Chicago and Milwaukee, but we have a lot of refugees also incoming to both Madison and Milwaukee. Shared global responsibilities, what that could look like. We talked about local research, global impact, setting inquiry practices, identifying implementation, and disseminating and experimenting. And then we had a good conversation about youth organizing, so where voices could be heard without fear. So how do we adapt radical approaches of engagement in creating solutions, and then creating safe spaces as a model?
Wonderful, thank you.
So our table, Brian talked about focusing on empathy as sort of a universal, a way to universalize it. Steve talked about doing poverty simulations so that people can internalize the struggle that folks are facing. And then I put down that we need to include channels of communication both nationally and globally to ensure that our solutions are informed by other worldviews and paradigms, and that we should build on the UW's unparalleled international programs and connections using multinational focus groups, use teleconferencing facilities to nationalize and globalize our strategic planning, and identify solutions that might be universally portable, partnering with companies like Cisco and others who facilitate global networks and collaboration.
Damn, we're good.